Jagmeet Singh has made headlines once again, and for all the wrong reasons, this time for taking a bold shot at none other than Donald Trump. But instead of coming across as a strong and fearless leader, many are saying Singh has embarrassed himself on the global stage. His fiery comments aimed at the former US president have sparked controversy, backlash, and even ridicule. So what exactly did Singh say, and why is it causing such a stir?
Donald Trump is not rational. You can't discuss a plan over a meal with him. He is a bully.
In this video, we're diving deep into the drama. We'll break down Singh's controversial remarks, analyze why some are calling this a political misstep, and explore how this could impact his already struggling political career. But that's not all. There's a bigger picture here. Could Singh's rhetoric be playing right into Trump's hands? And what does this mean for Canada's political landscape moving forward? Stick around, because we'll also reveal how Singh's declining influence and his party's struggles might be driving this bold, unfiltered approach. And trust me, you won't want to miss the part where we discuss how Singh's comments could affect Canada's relationships with both the US and India. Jagmeet Singh's bold comments on Trump. Jagmeet Singh has never been one to shy away from bold statements, but his latest remarks about Donald Trump have taken things to a whole new level. In a fiery outburst, Singh called Trump a bully and a troll, accusing him of threatening Canadian jobs and vowing to make Americans pay a price if Trump's policies ever targeted Canada. Let's take a look at what Singh said.
Listen to what Jagmeet Singh said, and I'm quoting here. "Cut the crap, Donald. No Canadian wants to join you. You come for Canadian jobs, Americans will pay a price."
Singh's words were clearly meant to position him as a strong defender of Canadian interests, but the reaction has been mixed, to say the least. On one hand, his supporters argue that he's standing up to a figure who has long been criticized for his divisive rhetoric and protectionist policies. On the other hand, critics are calling this a desperate attempt to stay relevant in Canadian politics. What's interesting is that Singh's comments come as part of a broader strategy. According to sources within his party, Singh is trying to adopt a more unplugged and unfiltered approach to politics. This means speaking his mind without holding back, even if it ruffles a few feathers. But is this really a smart move? Or is it just political grandstanding?
Donald Trump is a clear threat to Canada. His tariff threats are directly threatening hundreds and thousands of Canadian jobs.
By taking on Trump, Singh is stepping into a fight that many believe he can't win. Trump is a master of dominating the news cycle and turning public spats to his advantage. For Singh, this could be a risky gamble, one that might backfire spectacularly. After all, Trump's base thrives on conflict, and engaging in this kind of rhetoric might only give them more fuel. Singh's comments also raise a bigger question. Is this the kind of leadership Canadians want? While his words might resonate with his core supporters, they could alienate moderate voters who prefer a more diplomatic approach. And with the NDP already struggling to gain traction in Canadian politics, Singh's bold rhetoric might not be enough to turn things around. Why taking on Trump is a risky move. Taking on Donald Trump is no small feat. Love him or hate him, Trump is a master of dominating the spotlight and using public spats to his advantage. By calling Trump a bully and a troll, Jagmeet Singh has entered a game that Trump knows how to play better than almost anyone else. But is this a game Singh can win? Let's take a closer look.
Because mocking Donald Trump is the worst idea. He and his allies feed on the online banter.
This statement couldn't be more accurate. Trump and his allies thrive on conflict, especially when it plays out in the public eye. Just look at what happened when Justin Trudeau, Canada's Prime Minister, made a dismissive comment about Trump. It didn't take long for Trump's allies to fire back, with Elon Musk famously tweeting, "Girl, you're not the governor of Canada anymore, so it doesn't matter what you say." While the comment was aimed at Trudeau, it's a perfect example of how quickly these exchanges can escalate, and how they often end up benefiting Trump and his supporters. For Singh, the risks are even greater. Unlike Trudeau, who has the backing of a majority government, Singh leads a struggling party that's fighting to stay relevant. Engaging in a public spat with Trump might grab headlines, but it also opens Singh up to ridicule and criticism. And let's not forget, Trump's base is known for its loyalty and its ability to amplify his message. By taking on Trump, Singh might be giving him exactly what he wants: more attention and more opportunities to fire back. Before we dive back in, I just wanted to share a quick reminder. If you're enjoying this content, why not give the video a like and subscribe to the channel? Believe it or not, over 98% of our viewers watch without subscribing. It's totally free and helps us keep bringing you great content. Thanks so much for your support. Now let's get back to it. Jagmeet Singh's political track record and struggles. Jagmeet Singh's decision to take on Donald Trump might seem bold, but when you look at his political track record, it starts to feel more like a desperate move. Singh has been the leader of Canada's New Democratic Party, NDP, since 2017. But under his leadership, the party has struggled to gain traction. In fact, the NDP's influence has been steadily declining, and Singh's bold rhetoric might be an attempt to reverse that trend.
Jagmeet Singh. He has led the New Democrats in 2 elections in Canada in 2019 and 2021, and both times they got trounced. Before Jagmeet Singh, this party, the NDP, had 44 seats. In 2019, they were cut down to 24, and in 2021,
Let's take a closer look at the numbers. These numbers paint a clear picture. Before Singh took over, the NDP held 44 seats in Parliament. But in the 2019 federal election, that number dropped to 24. And in 2021, the party only managed to win 25 seats, barely an improvement. For a party that once held significant influence in Canadian politics, this decline is a serious problem. And for Singh, it raises questions about his leadership and his ability to connect with voters. Critics argue that Singh's focus on bold, attention-grabbing statements, like his recent comments about Trump, might be part of the problem. While these remarks generate headlines, they don't necessarily translate into votes. In fact, they might even alienate voters who are looking for practical solutions to Canada's most pressing issues, like housing affordability, healthcare, and the economy. The criticism isn't just coming from political opponents either. Even members of the Canadian media have started to question Singh's leadership. A recent op-ed in the National Post didn't hold back, with the headline reading, "Jagmeet Singh's future of irrelevance cannot come soon enough." That's a harsh assessment, but it reflects a growing sentiment that Singh's leadership might be doing more harm than good for the NDP. So, why is Singh doubling down on this bold, unfiltered approach? Some analysts believe it's a way to energize his base and differentiate himself from other Canadian politicians. But others see it as a sign of desperation, a last-ditch effort to stay relevant in a political landscape where the NDP is struggling to make an impact. At the end of the day, Singh's decision to take on Trump might grab headlines, but it doesn't address the deeper issues facing his party. And with the NDP's influence continuing to decline, Singh's leadership is under more scrutiny than ever before. The India-Canada standoff and Singh's role, Jagmeet. Singh's controversial comments about Donald Trump aren't the only thing drawing criticism. His role in the ongoing India-Canada standoff has also raised eyebrows, with many questioning whether his actions are helping or hurting Canada's international relationships. Singh has been vocal about his stance on India, particularly in relation to the Hardeep Singh Nijjar case, but his rhetoric has sparked controversy both at home and abroad. Let's break it down.
against India as well. Jagmeet Singh kept egging Trudeau on. He supported the baseless allegations against India. He even sought sanctions on New Delhi.
Singh has been one of the loudest voices accusing India of involvement in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Canadian citizen and prominent Khalistani activist. He even called for sanctions against India, doubling down on his claims despite a lack of concrete evidence. But as the investigation unfolds, it's becoming clear that Canada's case against India might not be as strong as Singh and Trudeau initially suggested. For example, Canada arrested 4 Indian nationals in connection with the Nijjar case, but all 4 were later released on bail due to insufficient evidence. This has only added fuel to India's argument that Canada doesn't have the proof to back up its allegations. And while Singh continues to push his narrative, critics argue that his actions are damaging Canada's relationship with India, a key trading partner and ally in the Indo-Pacific region. Jagmeet Singh's attempt to take on Donald Trump has certainly made waves, but it's also highlighted the challenges he faces as a political leader. From his declining influence in Canadian politics to the potential fallout on Canada's international relationships, Singh's bold rhetoric might be doing more harm than good. And with the NDP struggling to gain traction, Singh's leadership is under more pressure than ever. What do you think? Is Singh's approach a sign of strength, or is it a political miscalculation? Let us know in the comments below, and if you're passionate about Canadian politics and want to stay informed on the latest controversies, don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back with more deep dives into the stories shaping Canada's political landscape. See you in the next one.